All right, Johnny Tree Lot here, showing you how to put wreaths together. We got helpers, which is awesome to have because they put together up to 12 bundles is what it takes to do a wreath, all right? So if you can get one person cutting, you'll speed up the process a lot. Bundles are roughly 12 to 14 inches long. See that here? Mm-hmm. All right. And bundles are just groups of sprigs, roughly 8. So there's roughly 8 sprigs here. I'm calling this a sprig. This is a little sprig on the front. Notice the color as well. They're darker up front and light on the back, so get them all going the same way. And the sprigs are made up of roughly 2 sections. There's your thicker branches on the back if you want to use those. And then on the front, you need to start using some of the smaller ones to really thicken it up, okay? And then let's see here. Oh yeah, it's best if the sprigs have a lot of forks in them. You see how there's a lot of forks here? As opposed to some of these that maybe just have like one long branch like that. That's not a really good sprig because it doesn't have enough forks going off of it. So I'll just put that one aside. But I like this because it's a little bit thicker. So after we got our sprigs together, we'll make sure this is thick enough. That feels good right here. Line it up in the wreath ring and clamp it. All right, and then we're just going to keep piling it all the way around. I'm going to keep layering it, and I can move the sprigs back and forth to get some consistency in the volume going through this whole thing. So that looks good. I'll clamp this one, come around, and since I have a helper, this is going a lot quicker because we have 12 of these laid out ahead of time. I like how this is turning out. Now they say you don't want to clamp too hard because you could start going through the branches, but I think these branches are thick enough that you really don't have to worry about that. I just layered, see how that was thicker on the back and thinner on the top? I like how this is turning out. All right. So just quickly going all the way around. It won't take long at all to get all the way through this. If your branches are too long, you can always tuck them into one of the forks that's at the end here. But my branches are all cut about 12 inches long, so they're not really piling up. But if you had a long one sticking out, you can take care of that. Give me a couple more of these, would you? Thanks. We're about to run out. Okay. And then as you get towards the end here, what you're going to find is that you lose track of the last 2. But I'm looking at this, this looks too full, so I'm just going to pull this one out. That was too much. Yeah, I like how that looks. I'm kind of watching the fullness to make sure that it's the same as it goes all the way through. And then, could I get some smaller ones too?
Yeah, so you have to tell them, yeah, you have to line this prongs up.
Yeah. You see here how they're lined up? It gets harder to see here at the end because we're running out of space. But, and then this one, look at that. Eddie, show them this one right here. You see how that big branch is sticking up towards the top there? I really don't like how that looks. So I'm gonna try, I might either pull it out or try and tuck it in there further. Let's just leave that one out, it's too thick. It's kind of getting in the way. All right, I like this here. All right, I like that. Okay, yeah, that looks good. All right, we only have 2 more to go. All right, give me another bundle. Would be great.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Almost done.
Thanks, dude.
And see, it gets hard to find that last one, but it's in here, I can feel it. And so now I have to start tucking the branches up in. And this looks like a good bundle here. And this one's gonna be real thick. I want to use some of the smaller stuff for this. I'm gonna limit this just to smaller ones at the end here. I think that'll probably get it done right there.
Oh, you jumped too early.
Eddie, watch where you're going. right, now I gotta line up the last one here. Just not liking how full that looks, so I'm gonna keep working it here to make sure I get enough in here. All right, I'm gonna go with this. I can feel it clamping. All right, and then we end up with a nice tree. And then at the end, if you want to get rid of anything, you can just take some stuff here.
It's uneven.
That's okay. Some people like that. They say they can put a bow right there. And then if you have anything sticking out at the end, you can just clip it off, trim it up a little bit. Or you can take stuff and tuck it in. So don't give it too much of a haircut. You end up with a skinny little thing. We're done. Nice.
They also make great hats.